Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Dana coming to you guys with another video. So it is about that time again, that time of year, you guys, and we have with us today, pow, okay? We are going to check out the iPhone 16 Pro Max. You already know we're going to get down to the drama of it, you guys. We're going to find out, is it worth the upgrade? Is it worth getting another iPhone this year, or should we wait until they come up with something that's new and improved, you guys? But we're going to answer all those questions today in today's unboxing and review. So if you like videos like this, make sure you hit a thumbs up. And you guys, make sure you're subscribed, okay? You definitely want to subscribe because we got some new upcoming videos that you don't want to miss, okay? So without further ado, you guys, let's get right into the video. I think I'm crazy. The first thing that I want to discuss is the colors this year, you guys. Let's go over it. All right, iPhone 16 Pro Max has black titanium, white titanium, natural titanium, and desert titanium. This year phone that we decided to get was desert titanium. So one of the things that I would love for Apple to do is come out with more colors. I think I said this in the previous videos. I would love for them to stop playing it safe. Let's do the neutrals. I would love to see some skin flesh tone neutral colors on the back of these phones, because I think that it would just make everyone kind of appeal to it a little bit better, just to see like maybe some rose, deep dark rose burgundy type colors. Let's stab off into some other colors, because there's so many colors in the wheel that they have not covered yet. I think they're still playing it safe when it comes down to pinks, blues. They normally do those colors, steels, gold. They normally do those in whites. So I would love to see some more colors out of the color wheel when it comes down to these phones. All right, you guys, so for this year's storage for iPhone 16 Pro Max, they have 256 gigabytes, they have 512 gigabytes, and they have 1 terabyte. For this phone, for this year, we end up getting the 256 gigabyte. To me, it seems like we have fair amount of storage with that one. I think we get the same one every year. So if I'm not mistaken, is that the one we get every year?
Yeah, it's one we get every year. Cheaper one.
The cheaper one. So if we wanted to do anything else, we'll just go to our laptop and kind of like explore and edit and do all those things there. But the basic storage we normally get is 256 gigabytes, you guys. All right, you guys. So one of the features that is actually coming out this fall, that's not out just yet, but seems to be more of an attraction for this phone, is the official Apple Intelligence AI for the rest of us. Coming this fall, you will have Write with Intelligence new tools everywhere words matter. Apple Intelligence powers new writing tools which help you find just the right words virtually everywhere you write. With enhanced language capabilities, you can summarize an entire lecture in seconds, get the short version of a large group thread, and minimize unnecessary distractions with prioritizing notifications. That's a huge step towards where we're headed, because I just feel like we're so fast in this day and time. We're moving so fast because we just need the short version of everything. I don't know if that's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. But I have been in spaces and places where it was like, okay, do I want to read this book? can you give me a short version so I can dive into it? If I like it, then I'll read further. But can you give me a short summary of what this book is? I'm thinking maybe that's what they're headed towards. That's what it's for. Or if you're at work and you got to kind of like do some paperwork, this would probably be great for professors, anybody who's doing work or doing, you got to read in a paragraph. You got to figure out what it is that, you know, your work requires. It can help a lot cut down the time frame so that you can get in and actually start doing the actions or grading the papers, whatever that might be. All right, you guys. So one of the features, which is the camera control button that is out this year, has been the most talked about feature as far as this year's model. However, I'm a little bit against it. I'm gonna tell you guys why, because it seems like the button is so far off. So as you can see, this is the way we will hold the phone to take a picture. But when I tell you my finger, my index finger is so stretched out to hit this button, it's just not a natural feeling the way my hand is positioned. And also, anytime you get a camera or any camera that you have, it's a lot closer than this point over here. So I don't know if they were thinking about that. I don't know if that's something that they'll change in the future, but it's definitely one of my things that I'm not too crazy about with the phone.
And then if you gotta turn the phone vertical, like regular, turn it vertical other way.
This way. Okay. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. So I'm not for sure if that's something that will be changed in the future, but it's definitely one of the things that I'm not too crazy about, because my hands is already feeling like I'm kind of like have to scroll, and it's just a far reach from any camera would be like right here. The button would be like right there for you to click.
Most of the time we shoot vertical though, like this.
That's
like
true.
Selfies and everything.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe that's what they were going for.
Now
this feels natural.
Do it.
Yeah, the way I'm holding it like this, if we're doing it this way. But if we're doing it this way, then yeah, that's a far reach.
You think you can scroll with the thumb? Like scroll it?
I don't know. I mean, I can, but it's still, again, yeah, it's still stretched out a little bit. So I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe later on they'll come up with something a little bit closer, but we'll see. Another thing is the camera control button is similar to the side mounted fingerprint reader and is more sensitive than the action button on the other side of the phone. It also powers Apple's visual intelligence feature, which can provide information about what you're pointing the camera at. For example, you can press and hold the button while pointing the camera at a restaurant to see its ratings and open hours. So that's another thing that I think is a highlight for this year's phone. All right, you guys. So another feature that I learned from this phone is that it is pretty good with in low light areas. So like for instance, if you're outside and the sun is starting to set, typically when you have any of the phones that's prior to this version, it will be like very hard for to capture certain moments when it's very dark. But this phone allows you to take beautiful pictures and see spots that's it just enhanced the light a lot better for you, so you can take pictures and see them, and even when the sun is going down or if you're in dark spaces. All right, you guys, so as you can see, I have the Pro, and this is the Pro Max 16. Mine is the Pro 15.
Yeah, 15.
And it's not that much difference in the design. Again, even when you hold them side by side, yes, this one might be a little bit longer or so, but it's still not much difference.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell if that's 15 or 16.
Yeah,
just looking at it.
From the glance.
Yeah, first glance, you gotta just look at the action button, the camera shutter button.
It's not much to see, a huge difference. I thought they would either come with a style or different, like it's not much, you guys. So to be completely honest with you, I don't know why they make them so frequently. I think it would probably be beneficial if they waited maybe a couple years, maybe not every year, maybe every 3 years, and maybe they would get more of a punch, give the people in the building enough time to come up with something new, because you can tell it's not much difference in this year's model. It's pretty much the same phone. And I hate to say that because I'll be rooting for Apple. I've always loved Apple's model. I love how organized it is. Marvin will tell you when I think about the Droid phones, I was not a big fan, only because they have so many things on there, but it's just all over the place to me. It just seems like a lot. They got files that can go for miles. And for me, I need organization in my life. So I've always been a support. Always loved Apple layout, the way they did their phones. But I'm not going to lie, they pushing it a little bit with this yearly thing. I think they should probably fall back and do maybe 2 years, every 2 years, maybe every 3 years.
They can make a phone every year.
Yeah.
You just shouldn't upgrade every year.
Yeah.
Maybe every 2 years. Upgrade
And maybe that's what it's for. Maybe it's for the purchaser, the person who has, didn't buy it. Because you don't have to technically buy it every year just because they bring out a phone.
If you had an iPhone 13,
yeah,
you definitely upgrade.
Exactly, yeah. Like, you don't have to, like, look, I ain't mad at you. If you're going to hold on to this mug fall apart, I have no problem with that. But I guess, like I said, maybe we're not meant to, it's not for everybody to upgrade every year. But I think that if they held off maybe every 2 years, it would rush people to get the newer version if they knew they had to wait every 2 years.
Apple about money. They want to make money.
But how much money? I'm saying, how much more money? Think about the Jordan shoes. Mm-hmm. Y'all used to because y'all knew it wasn't coming out that rapid. Y'all was in a certain particular kind, a certain type. Y'all was not getting that until a certain time frame. Once it came out, y'all went bunkers for it. So I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. So for my personal opinion, the phone overall, I feel like it's no use in upgrading if you had the last year's version. Some of you might have the older versions, maybe like 5 steps down or 4 steps down. For you guys, it would be a definite payoff because you guys get to jump in and get a little bit of the tweaks that they had this year. But for someone who upgraded last year, like my husband, there would be pretty much less. It won't be a whole lot that's a difference. So I would probably wait around until I see something that's more of significance that I would like, and purchase the phone then. Again, everybody might feel different. Everyone might like the colors that come out this year, and that might be a reason for why they want it. Some people might like the button, which I think is pretty cool because you can zoom in and zoom out with the button, the camera action button that they have on this year. But for me, it's just not enough to make me want to pull out the wallet, you guys. So yeah, tell me, you guys, what you think. Are you upgrading this year? What was your main reason for upgrading? Is it because you had maybe one of the older models? Maybe you had the phone from last year, but you just wanted a specific something, like maybe you wanted more light when you're in dark places, so you decided to get this phone. You let me know in the comment below. What do you think? All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know, you guys, are you getting the upgrade for this year's iPhone? Okay, want to really know, what phone do you have currently, if it's an iPhone? And also, let your girl know, am I reaching? Should they wait maybe 2 years, 3 years tops to kind of before they come out with another phone? You let me know what's your opinion in the comments below. And don't forget to hit a thumbs up if you like these videos. And do not forget to subscribe, you guys. We are family. Come on in and take a seat. And until next video. Bye.